It's been a while. I've been really sick. And on top of me being really sick, hello, YouTubers, as well as IG, we had gone away to Orlando. So, and many of you have been asking about the Orlando trip, specifically Universal Studios, which we took the girls to. I'm happy to share some information. I will put together something. But for now, we are here to do the reading of this book mainly, The Parents, Tao Te Ching. We are reading poem 7 today. And I will read the original as well, because I always think it's lovely to kind of see what the original writings are, and then of course, to read the parents' version, so William Martin's version of it, which of course he shares his version of the Tao Te Ching, and then he has a bit of an interpretation, and of course I will also share my insights. So let's begin. Tao Te Ching, chapter 7, or poem 7. The Tao of heaven is eternal, and the earth is everlasting. Why are they durable? They do not live for themselves. Thus, they are present for all beings. The teacher puts himself last and finds himself in a place of authority. He detaches himself from all things. Therefore, he is united with all things. He does not think of himself. He feels perfectly realized. So I'll read the parents, which is a little more palatable, okay? But I think what is really important in this reading of chapter 7 is that the Tao of heaven refers to, and this is just a note here on the bottom, refers to the way the universe or nature operates. So this concept implies acceptance of the impermanence, constant change, and interdependence of all phenomena. Just as heaven and earth are enduring because they do not live for themselves but are present to all beings, the Taoist master aspires to live in a way that reflects these principles. This involves putting the needs of others before one's own, detaching oneself from things and ideas, and finding fulfillment not in self-affirmation. I found this was really, really important, but in service to others and to the whole. Okay, so I'll leave that with you, but I'm going to read the parents' Tao Te Ching, his version, William Martin's version of it, okay? The title is Present for All. How is the Tao able to be present for all beings? Because he has no desires for itself. It can therefore accept you, however you may struggle, however you may fail. There is always room for you. Detach yourself from the seeming successes and failures of your children. By doing so, you become able to be one with them at all times. You do not live your life through your children. Therefore, they are free to find their own true fulfillment. Should have read this when report card season came a couple weeks ago. It's always interesting when reports come in and we have an understanding of how successful our child is, which I did, by the way, a segment on Global about this. So if you want to see that, let me know and I'll send it over to you. I'll read his interpretation of it. So let's go from there and then I'll talk about some insights. Can you encourage your children without attaching too much importance to the outcome? Can you attend your child's game or contest and cheer for every good play and every good effort for all players on both sides? Can you encourage anyone on either side who makes a mistake? Does this seem unnatural? Impossible? Try it. You will thoroughly enjoy the game and teach your child a wonderful truth. Okay, this is a touchy subject, I think, for a lot of people because, life is about winning. But of course, success is been determined and conditioned in many of us by a lot of past conditioning, obviously, how things are set up in the past, and all of that. My point is, let's just get to the fact that success is determined by you and your family, what you deem successful. And many parents want or see their children being successful if they are happy, doing well in, academically, of course, or financially, and they're healthy. Great. How that success is valued is up to you and your parenting and what you say to your kid, and how you, as this book was suggesting, acknowledge efforts from everyone, not just them, but from everyone. What is success? This is the question I really invite you to ask yourself, your parenting partner, to see what deems as successful in your family. And is it something that you communicate with your children? So I'll give you an example. For us, for report card season, and again, if you want the full segment at Global, let me know. We don't put a lot of effort on report cards. In fact, this year, I think was like the first year we kind of looked at it. Because, of course, we know what's happening. We're not ignorant. We have an understanding what's happening. But report cards are one little slice, one little sliver of your child's capabilities. So that's an example of how much emphasis I put on that is going to translate to the child how important or how much I value that as a success factor. When, let me ask you this question as an adult. Do you remember what you did in grade 3? Do you remember what you did in grade 7, what you learned? So just to give you some perspective, let's broaden the scope and let's open up the possibility for our kids, because the success metrics that are currently in place don't necessarily determine one's happiness or fulfillment in life. Hope that was helpful, and I hope you tune back in when I read the next poem. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Take care. See you next time.